Now you'll be taking what you've learned as far as C++ syntax, and you are going to be grouping this into something called a class. And this has to do with object-oriented programming. So imagine you're a bank and you have a lot of customers, right? Each customer has an account with your bank. And what are some things that each customer has in common? Well, each account will have a name, the person who owns the account, a balance, and a list of transactions. So when you get your bank statement, you usually will have like a transaction ID number and an amount. If it's positive, it was a deposit, and if it's negative, it's a withdrawal. And there's some other things, right, that you would want to keep track of for each user. You know, if it's a withdrawal, did it happen at Safeway? If it was a deposit, was it cash? Was it from a paycheck? There's other information, but just to keep our example simple, we will say that every account has a name, a balance, and a list of transactions. Now, the cool thing about a class is that you can also add functionality. So each user independently can withdraw money, right? They can withdraw money from their account. So this will be code to subtract an amount from their balance. They can deposit money. You will write a function that will take some money and it will add it to the balance. And then a list, you might want to display a list of all the transactions for that user. Every user has the same account structure. So what we'll do is we'll create something called a class, and then we will create objects from that class. And every user will have their own unique object. So when I want to go to the bank and withdraw money, I'm going to run my withdraw function. Okay, when you want to go to the bank and withdraw money, you'll run your withdraw function, because our functions will update our balance. Okay, and there's a formal way that we'll write this, and this is called a UML diagram, and you'll learn more about that in this chapter. But you'll have 3 different boxes. The first box is the name of the class that you'll be creating, so this will be the bank account class, and then you'll list all of the things that a bank account has to keep track of, right? All of its data. And then you'll list all of the functionality that the bank account can do. So a class is broken up into data and then behavior. And then these pluses and minuses mean something. This means that these variables in the bank account class are going to be private. So other accounts can't go in and look at the name, balance, and the list of transactions. Instead, we'll create an interface to this bank account, and we will provide, these are called methods in a class. No longer are they called functions. They are a function, but we just call them a method when we're inside a class. So these will be public, meaning that if I want to access my balance and look at it, I'm going to have to run this display function. Okay, I can't go in and update my balance directly. I can't withdraw money directly. I'm going to have to go through this interface. And why might that be? Well, what if I only have $100 in my account? I don't want someone to go in and subtract $1,000, right? So this withdraw function or method will take care of that to make sure that I have sufficient funds to make the withdrawal.